Hi guys, and welcome to update 20. We've hit the milestone, or the second milestone. On the base we've got all our spotlights put into position now. We're going to tie in all the wires in together because it's all a 9-volt system. We're going to bring the walls over, we're going to attach the walls, tie in to the 9 volts with that. Yeah, and then once that's done we're going to start plastering the board and filling in all them seams around. So it's going to be a fairly busy day today, I think, or busy update. We're going to epoxy the ship down into position, and also our little generator that we built. So hopefully in this update there's going to be quite a lot of content. I'm going to scuff this board up just so the plaster's got something to really grip to. But yeah, I'll be back as soon as I've got something else to show you guys. Hi guys, welcome back. I've just got the system running off a 9-volt battery at the moment, but we've got our spotlights all set out. They're all on, and we've got our little guy there highlighted. So if I can do this without knocking everything over, we'll just take a quick look at this guy here. Oh God, I'll tell you something, this is extremely heavy. So we're going to have our ship somewhere about there. I'll just move the tripod a bit so you can see we've got one light there that will shine up onto the ship, another one just over there. In fact guys, hang on a second and I'll take the camera off. So yeah, we've got one light here, so that's going to be shining up at the ship. Then we've got another one there, and if we take a look around the sides, yeah, so the light is, yeah, it's going to be shining up towards that. And then we have our other light over there. So yeah, I need to finish off the paint job on the X-Wing. And yeah, we've got our guy up there, he's all highlighted there, getting a bit washed out, but it's nice and glossy inside with the light bouncing around. This corridor's switched off, so I was hoping that the light might transfer through, but it probably will do in a darkened room. It probably will flood that cavern there. But at the moment, yeah, it's a bit dark, which I'm not too fussed about. Just the generator, which we might have an issue with at the moment, because if the generator goes where I've put it, as you can see, it's a very tight squeeze through that door. So if we just have a play, so he comes in, oh, it's alright, isn't it? Yeah, you can get in and out, just give it a boot. So yeah, everything's good there guys. So what I'm going to do now is first of all put you back on the tripod. Right, so yeah, like I was saying, what I'm going to do now is I've scuffed up the surface with my wire brush, so that's all nicely scuffed. The walls are all screwed into position now. Had a few issues over here, if I just move you over slightly, which you don't want to do, but yeah, just in this corner here we had a bit of cracking going on. Now that's fine because ice cracks. So I've done a bit of filler work on that, and then I'll just mix up some 5-minute epoxy or something and just run a bead of it around that and then get it glossy again. That should be okay. But yeah, I had to put the walls on because I had to lift the whole board up to do all the wiring underneath. And let me tell you, this base weighs an absolute ton. But yeah, so yeah, finished the painting on the X-Wing. It's going to look good against the white floor and background. But yeah, the next thing is plastering, so I've been to B&Q this morning and got myself some more plaster. and it shouldn't take too long for it to dry up. If I zoom you out just a little bit as well, as you can see down here, just all this nastiness here, we can fill up, we can grout all that in and make it nice and smooth. But yeah, things are going well. I hooked this up yesterday to main power. Now, for some reason, I've no idea why, the headlight down at the bottom here, it wasn't working. But to be honest, I'm not really that bothered about it because it is getting repaired and it's only a headlight, so I've no idea why it failed, because it's been fine for about 4 months without any issue, but as soon as main power went on, it just went. They are SMDs, but I have resisted them as well, so I'm not sure whether it was a fault with the SMD to begin with or not, I don't know. But anyway, nearly lost sleep over it, but then I realised it doesn't really matter, it's just going to add some. It's like, oh, it's only got 3 headlights on. So we can always put a dude in front of it fixing it. So, yeah, that's enough rambling. I'm going to go get on and do some plastering. See you in a bit, guys. Alright guys, we've got the plastering done now, and all the seams have been taken care of. It's starting to set off a bit now, as you can see. Rendered the outside as well, so that wants repainting as well. And then if we come round here, and we've also got rid of that nasty plywood as well, that's been covered. So when this all sets off, then we can paint it white. Yeah, and crack on with it. I've left imperfections in it as well, so when the snow's applied, we're going to get like mounds of snow here and there, so it's not just flat. Yeah, I think we'll be back tomorrow now. Hopefully this will be dry by then, because it's only a thin layer, and then I can crack on with painting it, and then we can start thinking about gluing the ship down and putting the mains into the base and get everything hooked up. The only thing I have noticed actually is if we look at it like this, you can see that bow in the board, which, you know, if you look at it in a certain way, it does have that angle, so but this was like 18mm, this board, but I ran out of this stuff, and I think that's about 6mm. So, but anyway, not to worry. So we'll be back tomorrow, guys, when we start painting this guy up, and then we can start thinking about getting all the electronics hooked up. I'm going to go off now and see if I can do my soundboard. So hopefully if we get that done, that can be installed tomorrow as well. So catch you in a bit, guys. Hi guys, it is now Sunday. So we're going to get some white base colour down on this. And then once that's dried, I'll put the ship on and then we'll see what it looks like. After that, I think what I'm going to have to do is do all my snow effects first. And then I've left spaces here and 2 for the rear landing gear, so it's got something solid to adhere to. So yeah, I think we're good to go on this guy now. I'm just going to get my paint out and we'll start painting, so we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I've done 2 coats of white on this guy now. It's nice and glossy at the moment. I've also repainted all my lights that are situated around. These blank parts here just to glue the ship down to, so it's got something solid to adhere to, which I think I already mentioned in the last segment, so apologies. Yeah, now I think the best way to do this is to apply the fine snow first, and I'm only going to apply it where the ship is going to cover, because obviously I can't do the snow once the ship's glued on. So I'm going to have to do this section first, which I'll apply this, and then I've got some larger scale snow that will go on the top, but of course I need to wait for this to set in first. So we'll get on with that in the next segment, where we'll just sift it, and I'll show you a little bit of that. Yeah, and then we'll go and do the bigger stuff, and then hopefully by the end of this segment we'll actually glue the ship into position, because he's completely finished now, weathered up. I clear coated him yesterday, so there's no more work to be done on that. He can rest in peace in his final resting place as it is. Actually, something weird happened the other day. I think it was the SMD. It must have been a dodgy SMD that I had, because one of the headlights has gone out. Now at first I was thinking, oh, shall I take it to bits and fix it? But then I figured, well, what's the point, 'cause it's getting fixed anyway, so it's just a broken headlight. Something else to add to the list for the engineers to fix. So I haven't bothered fixing it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's not interfering with anything else, and all the main lighting's still operating, which is good. So no need to cause myself more work, because this guy is pretty much 90% there now. Just the snow, ship. Then once all this is dried, because the walls are on now, I can lift it straight up and do all the wiring underneath, which is fantastic. I'm also going to apply some snow to these cables as well, just to dress them up even more, which I'll just move you up a bit, guys. Just on the highs, well, actually the low spots, we'll get some snow on that as well, just for some added interest. And I've repainted the hair spotlights now, so they're all yellow, so it matches in with the rest of the equipment that they're using. Yeah, and I think that'll do, guys, for now. So we'll be right back as soon as I've got something else to show you. Hi guys, welcome back. So yeah, I'll give you a quick demonstration on how I use this stuff. So first of all, you can get one of these sieves here, place your Crycel snow inside, like so, and then hairspray, do a little bit like that, and then you just basically just plonk it down like this. That probably won't even show up on camera because it's white. But let's see if we can get closer. Just hang on a minute, guys. So you can just see, ah, there you go. And it's just a case of just building up this layer. So we'll fill in all this area here. We'll do all that, and then we'll come back, guys. Okay, see you. Alright guys, so we've done our first lot of snow. And if you get really close to it, it looks like proper snow. This isn't the final coat. What I'm going to do now is get the ship glued into position, get all the power cables routed through there, and also near the door. It's going to be a tight squeeze getting out the door past the generator, but you know, these are the things you've got to do. So yeah, I'll be back soon as I've got something else to show you. Hi guys, yeah, I think this is the wrap for update 20. As you can see, the ship is now in position with 5-minute epoxy. We also have a generator installed, and yeah, we're pretty good. I'll give you a close-up, and we'll put some electronics on as well, and we'll have a walk around. So we'll be right back with that, guys. So guys, here we go. So we've got a nice little floodlight there coming from there. Got our marker lights on, landing gears on. I haven't had time to do all the electronics yet, so with no blinkies, but there's all the cockpit. And oh, knocked the cable. Just hang on a minute, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I knocked the cable out. But yeah, we've got the wing detail lit, and if we have a look at the greebles there, we've got that. It's a bit light in here, but they're all lit. One thing that you haven't seen just yet is my little power converter, which is down there, which I'll pause the camera and we'll get that going as well. So there we have our little power converter So if you have a look through there as well. Oh, that's better. Keep knocking the table so the power keeps shutting down. But I've repainted these lights here yellow, just to match in with the rest of the equipment that's going to be on the display. But yeah, this guy's pretty much solid now. He's not going to go anywhere, hopefully, because the next big job to do will be to lift this whole thing up on its end, and fingers crossed this doesn't go flying into that wall. While I was doing some snow work on this, I accidentally ripped this cannon off. Luckily it's in good shape and I've reattached it. But yeah, I'll just put the camera back in the tripod and we'll wrap this one up, guys. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this update, guys. I know I'm enjoying doing this. It's great fun at the moment. The snow's a pain in the backside because once you apply this stuff you cannot touch it, and you can see all these scrape marks that's on the base and it looks awful. But luckily I'm doing another coat of snow. I've still got about 2.5 bags and I may as well use it. So I will be topping it off, as I've just put another fingerprint into it. But yeah, the next update will probably be woodwork, doing the bottom of the base for this, and also all the wiring. I still need to work on the soundboard and decide what I'm doing. I'm hoping that I might be able to just get away with doing echo bass sound effects. It seems fitting. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. So catch you in update 21, guys. So see you then.